Hello, everybody. Cindy Ellers here from Cindy's Stamping Studio. I'm located in the center part of the state. Coming to you on this Memorial Day 2025, May 26th. It's a beautiful day today, not a cloud in the skies. Clouds are starting to filter in. While I wait for people to jump on board, I will go and find myself on my Kindle. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. I know we did. Okay, let's see. And I'm sure I won't have very much of an audience because everybody's still probably enjoying their Memorial Day. But that's okay. They can watch it later. Okay. There we go. All right. Well, there's Denise Weiger from Colorado and Sally Becker. Nice to see you all. I haven't gotten your cards yet, Denise, but I got a feeling they'll be here on Tuesday. Just wanted to let you know that. I sound like I have frog in my throat, and I thought at first it was just allergies, but maybe it was a cold, but I feel a lot better than yesterday. Like yesterday I wasn't great. And there's Linda Hodge. Well, great. We'll have a party of 3. That's what I'm thinking. This week, we're going to go and play with the new stamp set, Coneflower Celebrations. It's in the new annual catalog on page 82. And there's Debbie Vine and Kathy Sanford. Yay! So glad to see you. See, we're up to a party of 5, actually. Let's see what we have going on. The May Kit class is tomorrow night. And so, those cards we'll be doing. And if somebody was interested in it as a class to go, just get in touch with me. The June Technique class, that's coming up on June 10th. And it's a new to me technique. Let's see, my friend Jan from Wisconsin Rapids sent it to me, and it's called Accentuate the Negative. So I can't wait to really dive right into that and see what I can come up with. Okay? All right, and veterans cards. I have veterans cards to share with you. My cutoff date is Friday, and then I'll be meeting with the gal the following Friday to give her our cards. Right now, we are at 397 cards. I think that's wonderful. 397 veteran thank you cards with the 30 cards that I got from Linda Yakmasal. That pushed us up to just about 400. I don't know how many Denise is sending to me, but that's going to put us well over 400. Plus, Andy's got to turn in the rest of her cards. So, let's see. Carol Martin, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. And likewise to Tracy Krantz. I'm so glad to see you all. It came up in my Facebook memories of 3 years ago, I believe. We first had started. And I was just over the moon because I was able to collect 200 cards. Well, now, look at us now. Up over 400. That's wonderful. Okay. There's Kay Wire. She'll be sending some tomorrow. Well, great. We'll be well over 400 now. And yeah, that should get to me in time because the 30th is our cutoff. And if it is late, I don't meet with Teresa until the 6th of June. So that gives us time yet. So there you go. Okay. Door prizes. For comments. I have these beautiful gold flake gems. I'm going to send to Linda Yakmastal. So Linda, these are coming to you. And for sharing, Mary Jane Strunzi, these will be coming to you. And because I'll be seeing you tomorrow night, Mary Jane, I'll bring them with me. So congratulations, you guys. There's Sandy's son. My weekend was way busier than I thought it would be, and we didn't work. Right? I was shocked. No, on Friday, we did go up to the farm for a little bit. We didn't do much. But I got to talk to Justin, and he was getting ready to go on vacation. He was going fishing. And then Saturday, we got invited to a graduation party. So we went to that. And then yesterday, we got invited to a second graduation party. Plus, we were invited by the neighbors for a cookout. So we had a busy yesterday. Today, we just did laundry, and Jim got the boat ready, and we're going fishing tomorrow. Yes, I couldn't believe it. I had a lot of help Friday night from Easton. Grandma, I think it would be just wonderful if you took me fishing on Tuesday. I says, Easton, go up to Grandpa and tell him that. And he did. And now all of a sudden the boat's ready. It's all gassed up. The tires on the trailer have been checked. Everything's great. So I like that. Where do the cards go? The cards go, Carol Martin. That's a good question. The cards are given to Teresa Schindler. She's an organizer for the Badger Girls State. And they all meet in Oshkosh, the middle of June, where they elect a governor and their representatives, and they hold a mock legislature. And one of their projects is to write personalized notes in these cards. And they also have, some of them will just, they provide postcards for them, but then they'll use all of our cards. And they'll have about, what did Teresa tell me? They have approximately 500 girls attend, and the girls just love seeing all our cards. And then when the veterans go to Washington, D.C., on the honor flights, they have a mail call, and every veteran will get a card or a postcard or something that these Badger girls have written notes, of thanks. And they have to be original. They can't be the same one for every single card. It's very detailed. And not just everybody goes to Badger Girl State. These girls have to have a pretty high grade point average from their school. And that's where they come from. So, yeah. Oh, Carol worked for over 20 years for a local VA in the ICU. Veterans are near and dear to her heart. Well, that's wonderful. Great to have it. I always say that when I make my veteran thank you cards, I'm doing it in honor of my dad because he was a veteran. And I'm sure everybody has a veteran in their life. So that's always so nice. Okay, I want to show you these veteran cards. Plus, I have a card that I got from my friend Jan. I'll show you that too. So I am going to go and flip my camera around and we'll get started. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay. When I start, it's in the upper right corner. And when I get ready, come on, there we go. Okay, now you can see outside. You can see it's a beautiful spring. And my finger accidentally shut it off. Oh my gosh, about had heart failure. You know how when you do something, you didn't really mean to do something? Yeah. Okay. And back to the veteran cards. Teresa is so appreciative of us and our group. It's just really nice. Okay, so my friend Jan sent me this beautiful card. It was part of her swap card. There. Part of her swap card that she belongs to her little swap group. And she had extra, and so she sent it to me. And this uses, I did not get this set. It's very pretty. It's part of a suite, I believe. And it's right here. Pretty Florals. Last week, if you remember, we did Sweet Blooms. But this is the one that Jan used. So, yeah, very pretty. And Jan is probably on her way camping. But maybe she'll catch the replay. And she'll know how much we appreciated her cards. Okay, we have veterans cards from Linda Yakmastal. They're all so different. No card is exactly the same. Well, I mean, they can be the same, obviously, but no, Linda's cards aren't like my cards, or they're not like Kay's cards, or like Debbie's cards. They're all different. Oh, okay, that one was the same. And these were basically the designs that Linda came up with. And like I said, she made 30 cards. So, yeah. Next week when I do my Facebook Live, I think I will go and show you. I have 3 boxes of cards. It's just very humbling experience, I think. And thank you for sharing, Jeannie Mullen. And nice to see you here. Yeah. Okay, this is the set we're using, along with the matching dies. Okay, so this, of course, I know Stampin' Up! Has done Coneflowers before, but I've never bought any of them. So I broke down and got this one for the one reason. I love the fonts on the words. So we have, You Made My Day, It's Your Day, Happy Belated Birthday, which you could go and cover that up and it would say Happy Birthday. We have a thank you, celebrating you. Sorry I missed your special day. Let's extend the celebration. And the one I like the best is, I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. So, yeah. Thank you for sharing and liking, Kay. I appreciate you. Okay. Let us get our pack out, our packet. Today's card was not the easiest, I'll admit it even. It was not the easiest card I ever made. I don't know why. It just, what the card I was going to make, this is not even look anywhere near it. But we're using Flirty Flamingo as our card base. It's our usual size. It's our usual size of 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Okay. Then we have our layer. Now this is pretty, and you're probably thinking, oh, where is that from? It's from the Florals in Bloom. Is that Florals in Bloom? Yep, it's in the annual catalog. We're using that, and white for the inside, plus some scraps. The colors: Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, and again I have to use my old Early Espresso. We're using the dies, so I got them out, and we will proceed. This cold, it's not like a chest cold. It's just like it lose my voice, and there's Patty Weed. Nice to see you. Hope your Memorial Day was blessed for you and your family, and likewise to you, Patty. It's so nice to see you tonight. Yeah. Okay, we're going to use Garden Green, and this is the stem. So we will stamp that like so. And I'll put that there. And then we have leaves. We have one leaf that'll go, one leaf, get my mouse pad here. One leaf will go this way. Yep. And the other leaf will go that way. And then we have the dies to cut them out. Like so. Like so. Like that. Okay? Alright, so then, after we get them cut out, we have our leaves and our stem, and we'll get a sponge dauber out. I always like to put some garden green ink around the edges to give it some depth. There's one. And that way, if I messed up and didn't have it perfectly centered, or if it shifted slightly, it just makes it look like it was meant to be. Okay, so there's that. Oh, we'll put a little bit of ink on this. Just a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Now, we're going to take a piece of Flirty Flamingo. And the dies in here makes, excuse me, so that you can open it up. That's what this does. It perforates it so it'll open up. But you could also go and have it separately. So I ran it through twice. See, there's our little perforation right there. My scissors is right here. And that will go and that will make it so that we have our flower. And I better put this over here so I don't lose it. And we will go and do that. Okay, so now let's hope everything works the way it's supposed to. We are going to, I got all kinds of, I think it's from my sponge daubers. We're going to go and ink up our Coneflower. And because it's photopolymer, okay, that looks pretty good. We want to do it twice. That way it'll look more full. Okay, so here's this one. I don't know why, but for some unknown reason, they don't line up perfectly. And I'm not sure why, unless I did it backwards. Oh, I did. I did it backwards. Okay, well, that's why there's two sides to every piece of paper. Well, now we learned something new. On the Coneflowers, there's a right side and a wrong side. Oh, there. Now it's perfect. There's a right side and a wrong side. Wow. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. This is the first time I opened. Look at that. It just lines up perfectly. Okay, well, there we go. So we have that. Put that there. Now, we're going to take our sponge dauber. And I want to go and add some ink to the center part. And then I also want to add ink to the bottom. So, oh, and tomorrow, Easton is going fishing with us. So that'll be fun, because that character, when he's not around Andy, he's got a nice sense of humor, and he's a pretty good kid. He's kind of shy. He lets Andy do most of the talking when they're together. But when they're not together, he comes out of his shell. And he never forgets to come over by me and give me a hug. So that's pretty nice. Andy's to that age where she'd rather just forget about it. Yeah. But that's okay. They're just kids and growing up on us. Oh my gosh. Now, this die will cut out the center. And so I've done that already with Early Espresso. And it makes it so it's textured. And we're going to put that right there. And put that there so I don't lose it. And we're going to use dimensionals to put our center of our flower on. That'll do. What will you be fishing for? Well, and thank you, Kay, for good luck fishing. Our favorite thing to fish for is panfish. And so the early part of this season is bluegills. And they might be little. I mean, they're not like a walleye, so they're a lot smaller. But they fight. They're fun to catch. And where we go, we always do well. Okay, so I put my center on. And now I'm going to put more dimensionals. Usually they bite really good the first part of this season. So that's what we'll be fishing for tomorrow, is bluegills. And then later this summer, the bluegills must, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I think they go deeper. And then we'll start fishing for crappies. They're a lot bigger. And they're fun to catch too. But to have Easton want us to take him, that was really great. Okay, one more. I fish with my husband, who is very picky, and we have to only keep them if they're as big as Jim's hands. And so his hands are bigger. So they got to be about that big. And if they're smaller, then they get thrown back. But if they're as big as his hand, then we get to keep them and bring them home. And we get to have them for supper. Which, in my opinion, panfish are just delicious. And the lake we go to, it's not that far away. Only about 45 minutes away, so that's not so bad. And we used to have our camper up there. So Jim has gotten to know the lake pretty good. And we just like it up there. And the boys have to stay home. just because. Okay. I gotta have another dimensional. Kind of forgot about the top part. Talking and not paying attention. Right? Yes, they are yummy, Kay. Well, you know that. You're from Wisconsin. I bet you've been fishing, unless you're not a fishing person. I never used to be a fishing person. I never used to be a hunting person. Okay, so now here's our flower. And it's a little bit raised. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so now let's start building our card. Alrighty. We're going to take our layer, which I couldn't believe it when I looked at the back side. The colors match perfectly. So that made me happy. Okay, so we got that. And Kay likes to go fishing. That's wonderful. It is fun. Especially when you catch fish, when you just sit there for hours and nothing happens. But that's why we like to go to the lake that we go to. We will catch fish. We might have to throw a lot of them back to get the right size, but that's all part of fishing. Okay, there's my stem. And now we're going to put this one right there. That one right there. And this one will go there. Like so. Okay, and then our flower will go right there. Okay, and I just glue that down. And like I said, this card turned out great, but it looks nothing like the first card I made. The colors weren't right. We're going to take our early espresso. And I don't know why we've had early espresso a long time, but I just about, not quite, but just about called it chocolate chip. That's crazy. Okay, so let's ink this up and stamp it right on the designer series paper. Don't you love that font? It is great. I love it. Okay, now the inside. And we got a strip of designer series paper. Our town that we live in, they put banners up, you know, like from the light poles in the city. And you can buy a banner with the veteran's picture on it of your choice. And they hang it up. And maybe you've seen it. I posted it under my personal page. I did it for my dad. And I thought that was such a nice tribute for him. He would have never thought he was worthy of it, but we all know that's not true. Thank you, Jeannie. There. I love these. I love the fonts. They are just nice and different. Okay, so let's put our insides together. I gotta decorate the front. And I have a fanciful to share with you next week. Debbie Vine gave it to me, and I haven't had time to even, of course, I took the weekend off, so to speak, and to play with it, but I will be. Okay. I'll put one right here of the, I'll put one right there, of the, what is it they call it? Starburst sequins. I have used these a lot. Thank you, Kay and Patty. Oh, I agree, Patty. They are more than worthy. That was just how my dad was. And so it was really nice. So, and we don't live in a big city, so I think our city, the population is 3,000 people. Maybe less. I'm not sure. Yes, Linda, thank you. I know. The colors I originally were going to use were crushed curry. And when I got that card put together, it was like, nope, it's not working for me. So this is our card using the Coneflower celebrations. And I think it turned out great. And it's your day. I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. There. Isn't it great? Yeah. So there you go. I'm glad you liked the card. Have a great rest of the evening. I'll see you all back here next Monday night. Okay? All right. Thank you.